sequel, episode 2, back with the same two clowns. Gonna do this again. This time, maybe slurring a lot less words. But Cory Mautz, Aaron Tiberi, join me once again.
Yay!
Episode 2.
It's good to be. It's good to be back.
Is it?
It's good to be back. Yeah.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
It's good to be alive.
Episode 2, Attack of the Clowns.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I thought about when I was still kind of coming up with concepts for the show about having certain titles for each episode, like the old. You ever watch Mystery Science Theater?
No.
Have you ever watched it? You watched
it?
I've never watched it.
They always do some like old ass fucking movie. It's like really bad.
Is it the one with the robot?
Yeah, where
they sit there and watch it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about doing like episode titles that were like old science fiction B movies, but I kind of scrapped it.
Troll 2 has to be your best episode.
Troll
so whenever
2.
one you
Troll
find,
2.
I'll never forget
Nilbog.
having you watch that and you looking at me at the end and going, that movie is fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
The whole movie is fucking just genius. The end with the double-decker bologna sandwich.
What a plot twist.
Dude, the best part is like throughout the movie, he's like, what do I do with it? He's like, you'll know when it's time, Joshua. And at the end,
What does he-
out. He doesn't show it, what's in the bag. His grandpa gives him like a backpack, if I remember correctly. And he looks in it and he's like, what do I do with it? And his grandpa, you never know until
Does he
the
eat
end.
it?
At the end, I think he does eat it.
I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah. He eats it and then the goblins don't want any part of it.
Was there ever a Troll 3?
No. There's a troll,
It's Troll 1.
Yeah.
but I've never seen that.
I've seen it.
Is it like
It's not nearly as good. It's not like funny. It's just
is it
kind of
like a
creepy and cheesy.
continuation?
What?
It's like
It's
a
a-
proper.
Does Troll 2 pick up where Troll
Nah.
1?
So it
No.
has nothing to do.
It's
with
the same like Trolls.
Does it take place in Nilbog?
I don't know. But it's like
He couldn't remember.
Yeah, I know.
So it wasn't as good as Troll
Yeah.
2.
no.
Yeah, they made a documentary. I think it was called The Worst Movie Ever
No,
Made.
it's called the best worst
Yeah.
movie.
I think it won,
And
didn't it? Was it Troll 2?
It was.
Because I thought I read
remember
that.
watching it on
Well, the
Netflix.
documentary is about Troll 2.
And the director, like to this day, thinks it's like a really good movie.
Yeah.
Like he thinks it's like a really
Well,
legit
it
movie.
is.
And the best part is the dad in the movie is a dentist in like Texas, and people still come in. he said, I watched this forever ago, so I don't remember, but vaguely I remember him saying like that he just like answered this casting ad in like the paper. And
Yeah, I'm free this
he got the
Saturday.
part.
Sure.
He got the part, and he didn't like really know what it was. And that I'm pretty sure that's like the only movie that he's ever done.
Obviously.
naturally.
Because he's still a dentist.
You know what the other funny part I remember in that movie is like when they're at the dinner table, and like the grandpa, like the apparition appears, and he's like,
Yeah,
freeze
he comes
or
in like
something.
Obi-Wan.
And they're all like, Joshua's getting ready to piss on all the goblin cookies and shit.
Yeah.
And the family's frozen. But like they show him on camera, and the mom blinks like a couple times.
Yeah.
Like they didn't even like. They're like, "It's fine.
Yep,
yeah,
it works.
keep it.
Let's
That's
go
good.
with it." Yeah, man. Netflix has a lot of really shitty movies on there.
Oh, yeah.
But I've seen like there's shitty movies that are like great. You know what I mean? Like what was the one? There's one where it's like all about a killer tire, and a tire comes off a car and it's just rolling down a street and it kills people as it's rolling. I don't remember what it was
One
called.
of the destination movies. Or
Oh man, it's
whatever.
fucking hilarious. And they got another one. It's like a killer turkey on Thanksgiving, and it goes around stabbing people. I can't remember. I think it's
Stabs
called
people?
Thanksgilling.
Oh.
I think it's called Thanksgilling.
That's clever.
Dude, they've got some good ones on there. But
I don't know
man,
if it's real or not, but I think I saw where there's going to be a new Halloween movie
there
coming out. Is that
Jamie
real?
Lee Curtis
Yeah.
is returning. Yeah,
I'm pretty
We're gonna
pumped
redo
about that.
Do you ever see the Rob Zombie ones?
Yeah, they were
The
good.
first one, the first one I really liked. The
Yeah.
second one, I didn't really care for that much. I remember seeing the first one in the theaters, and I used to work at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Which is the best job I've ever had. I literally I would splice.
He's the real
together-
guy?
Yeah, I would splice together
You get
the
to
real.
sit
Because
in
the
and watching
fucking
it?
popcorn guy.
No,
That
I
guy
don't want to be a
sucks.
part of that.
Yeah.
But I would splice together reels when we get them, and then I would thread them into the projectors, and I would have a schedule.
And that's how Pirate Bay got started.
I would have a schedule, and I knew what time they were supposed to start, and I'd thread them, and I'd start them, and then I'd check the level, the audio level while I was running. I'd sit there for about 2-3 minutes, make sure everything was running smoothly, and then I'd move on to the next one. Well, about an hour. It takes about an hour to go through and start all of them. Then you would have about an hour of downtime. So you literally, my job was to just walk up and down the hall and make sure everything was running smooth.
So you can actually just sit up there and watch a movie?
Right. And then after that, like you would sit up there and check the reels and everything for about 30 minutes. And then you would go down and do just up and down the hall and walk in to the actual theater and make sure the audio was good.
Just in Zanesville?
Yeah.
How many theaters were there? 4?
No, there's like 13.
Was it the one in the mall, or did you work at the old
the
one?
one in the mall.
Yeah.
The one in the strip mall was fucking fantastic. Dude, it was fucking dark and grimy.
Remember the Dollar movie up there by Sunrise?
Sunrise.
Yeah.
I saw Rush Hour there.
Yeah.
With my grandpa. And then after that, he took me to the mall and I bought the soundtrack.
And then
Remember
as I
that
got
one?
older, I graduated to that crazy bar, Chances, right there on the corner. of it.
Never been there.
Yeah, it's a good
Went to
thing.
the Knights of Columbus a couple times.
Yeah.
Fucking tear up dance floor in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, that old movie theater was great. The new one. It's all
It's
digital.
nicer.
It's all digital now, so they don't even have my job title was projectionist.
Yeah.
So they don't even have that. It's just all on a timer now.
Really?
Yeah, I remember when The Dark Knight came out. I was like so amped for that movie for like a year and a half, and I remember when it came in, all the big movies would come in the 10s, and if that was like a really big movie that had a lot of fucking publicity, it would come in it would have a code title on the cans in case they got stolen or something. So Batman's was Rory's First Kiss, which is Christopher Nolan's son's name. So he came up with that like fake title, and I remember getting it. Some guy would pull up in a Buick on like
And drop 'em off?
Tuesday nights and drop him off. I can't remember his name, but it was something
Was it a
ridiculous.
Buick Regal?
It was a Buick.
Could it have possibly been Snoop Dogg's little homie?
Oh no!
Or
but
Mike
he says
Gierman.
No, this guy looked like he was like a little Italian guy, and the car was just a wreck. He would pull up and drop these
So
cans.
you tell me the mob's running reels.
Essentially, but I remember he dropped off these cans, and I'm carrying them in. I'm like looking at that title. I'm like, what the hell is this? And the new Batman came out that week, and my manager at the time, all the managers there loved me, and my manager was like, hey, go ahead and splice this one together. So it had literally a code, like a combination lock, and you had to know the combination. They emailed
1, 2,
the
3,
theaters.
4, 5.
So he gave me the code, and I put it together, and as I'm splicing it, we had one of those little eye things.
Yeah, and you could
to
see.
make sure
Like the Monopoly guys got, or like the Diamond
You're
guys
like,
you
wow,
got?
must
Rory.
be the Monopoly guy. So I'm splicing it together, and I saw the Joker on there, and I was like, holy shit. And he radioed up, and he was like, is that done? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, thread it. We're going to watch it. So I texted my parents. I was like, hey, I'm going to be home at like 4:30. And we stayed and we watched The Dark Knight, and fucking mind blown. I was like, and I think I saw that movie in theaters like fucking 10 times.
Just kept going back.
Yeah, the fucking Heath Ledger's incredible in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
You watch it now and you realize if they took all of Heath Ledger's scenes out, the movie kind of
It's
sucks.
pretty. Yeah, it kind of sucks.
I mean, the third one, even more so. The Batman movies are made by the villains, except for the first one.
Well, Batman Begins, you're talking.
We talk all the time, Aaron and I do. That Batman Begins is the best Batman
Yep.
movie.
Favorite.
Best Batman. It's not a big budget movie.
No.
It's got the bad guy doesn't wear a mask or.
Well, he
face
puts that
paint.
burlap sack on.
Well,
After he sprays you with the fucking thing.
Well, yeah, it does have the Scarecrow in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Ra's al Ghul. It's just Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
And this is really before Liam Neeson is the Liam Neeson we know today. Before Taken Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Was it before Taken 2?
oh my god.
Or was
Don't get
it?
me started
Or
on
was
that.
it in between Taken 2 and Taken 3?
Taken 3. There's like a great one-liner in Deadpool.
Why didn't they call Taken 2 Take 2?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
that is a good
That's a
question.
good question. Dude, Taken 2 was just trash.
I didn't even.
I
watch
didn't
it.
even watch the third one.
Yeah,
No.
I'd
I'd probably rather see a Con Air
I
2.
think the third one is the daughter saving them.
Yeah.
sounds
I
about
don't,
right.
What is the second
Well,
one even
it's the-
about?
I think
remember
the
second
wife.
But I do
The
know
wife
that
gets
I think the
I
wife
do know
gets-
that
I've never even
Kung
watched
Fu is in the blood. So if your daddy knows the Fu,
Well,
then so do you.
The thing that's aggravating about the first Taken is like the girl's supposed to be like 16, but the one scene that always fucking irritates me is right when she's leaving in the airport, she goes running. she runs like a fucking 10-year-old girl, and she's got like a bedazzled jean jacket.
I'm on the first one.
Yeah, it's like
She's supposed to be 16.
Yeah, I thought this
Why are
girl's
they
like,
letting her go to fucking Europe by herself?
Again, what I was getting saying, Deadpool, when he wakes up, when he's fucking awake crying because he just found out he has terminal cancer, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I just had a nightmare about Liam Neeson." He said his daughter got taken again, and he said after 3 movies, you have to assume that he's just a terrible.
I think there's a
father.
second one of
bad,
those
yeah.
coming out too.
Yeah, the trailer actually just came out today.
That was a great movie.
The trailer, the new one looks like it's gonna be.
I didn't watch
great.
the trailer yet. I just seen it was gonna.
It's gonna
come
be
out.
great. They released like a teaser like a month ago, and it starts out with him in the full Deadpool costume. He has an afro and he's Bob Ross painting.
Oh, yeah, I remember watching that.
It's pretty good, but
Check it out.
that movie's fucking brilliant because it doesn't take itself seriously,
No.
and he also breaks the fourth wall. He talks to you, the audience.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's like the highest grossing superhero movie of all time.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I've been watching more TV shows though lately. Have you ever seen Black Mirror on Netflix?
No.
It's incredible.
Good stuff.
You ever seen what's the old The Twilight Zone?
No.
See like
Team
alright,
Jacob
so, like,
and what all that. I never got
No,
it.
that's
Twilight.
Twilight Saga. Twilight Saga.
Yeah. I didn't-
No, Twilight
do that
Zone
either.
was like an old show, and every episode was like a news story,
It's like black and white. Your daddy knows it.
and it was kind of sci-fi. This one is like it's not so well. It's a little sci-fi, but most of it it revolves around technology.
Ooh.
And like how we're using it today and where it's going on the horizon.
Nobody has
And,
any idea.
Dude, it's some insane shit. Like there's one episode.
Because if we knew, we would create it.
Well, listen, there's one episode, and I read this came out in the news this week. Walmart filed a patent for robot bees that pollinate because like there's bees are starting to die out.
Yeah.
I've
And-
probably
No one
killed
likes
like
them.
1,000 in my lifetime.
There's a Black Mirror episode where this company has built all these robot bees and they pollinate, and somebody hacks into the system and literally starts committing murders with these bees. These bees, like they can hack into the system. And
I guess we better be careful.
They can reroute the bees, and the bees will fly into a person's ear or mouth and burrow into
How
their
could this
brain.
be?
A lot of puns. But anyways, that's a Black Mirror episode, and I read
He's
this
talking
week
into the King Bee microphone.
that it is
That
a
is
King
true.
Bee.
Anyhow.
It's a beautiful microphone too. But anyways, that's a Black Mirror episode, and Walmart just filed for a patent this week for that.
Oh, there it
Fucking
is.
weird shit going on. Man.
I don't believe it.
The technology is crazy.
Well,
Everything like I remember my first cell phone being a flip phone.
Mine was like not even. This was like before flip phones.
Do you remember the
I
Nextel
had-
two ways?
I
Mhm.
always wanted one of those. Never had
You had
one.
to piss her and you hear "Doo-doo," and your
Yeah.
friend would be like, "Oh yeah."
I always thought it'd be so cool.
I remember one of my friends. We were at a football game and he wanted to take a piss, and I rung him on the two-way and just started making sex noises. And he came out of there and his face was just bright red. He was like, "You're a dick." Everyone was looking at me. I'd bring up, "Doo," and I'd be like, "Oh, oh, oh, oh,"
Yeah.
and he's sitting in a pisser with a bunch of guys staring at him. These are fucking hilarious, but not practical phones now. Not
yeah,
practical.
just a long range walkie-talkie.
No, that's essentially what they were.
I think I had my first.
Every
cell phone in,
construction
like,
worker had one.
6th grade, and I couldn't find it one summer. Guess where I found it?
Where?
The first day of school. It was in my backpack from the last day of school. It's like I don't know what happened. to it. It was
summer.
a long summer. Well, it didn't have any games on it, or
No, you
someone
couldn't-
would. It would like come up and say
They didn't
someone's
have
trying
that.
to send you a multimedia message, but I couldn't get one.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're wasting your time.
Dude, the texting on those things were a nightmare too.
Ah.
Remember the one, what was it, like the rumor or whatever, where it slid out and you had the keyboard?
Oh man.
Still, absolutely
Nokia.
worthless. Still
But they're
worthless.
It was in
sturdy.
the Matrix.
I remember
How many
having,
cracked screens did you have on one of them bad boys?
well, I remember having the first touch phone that Sprint came out with, and I don't remember what it was called, but it was garbage.
yeah.
It was garbage. There was like nothing on it. You couldn't get on the internet. It's like for some reason they came out and they were like, it's a touch phone, but you still can't get on the internet.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, give me a break. I just got the iPhone X, and sometimes it just freaks me out when I'm holding it in my hand, like the amount of things.
Is that the
I
one
can
that
do.
does the facial recognition?
Yeah, that's a little spotty though. Sometimes it just
Like if you shave your beard, like can you even get on your phone?
Well, you can recalibrate it. You have to But I remember when you get it, you have to scan your face, and you have to literally put your
360 view.
It's weird. It's fucking weird, man.
It's just the government locking you in. If you
That's
haven't
right.
already used Snapchat, then well, now we got you now.
But it's funny because now you like phones. You don't even use phones for what they're meant for.
No, I don't like talking on the phone.
I don't
absolutely hate it.
answer it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
For damn
hate it.
sure.
Yeah.
When someone calls me, I'm just like,
what do you
the
want?
fuck?
I know. It's like, text
Yeah.
me, you fuck.
Just text me. Even email me. I don't want to talk to you. All right, moving on. Let's talk about something else. UFC. Pretty good pay-per-view coming up. We gonna watch it?
Who do we got? Who's fighting?
We have Khabib Nurmagomedov
Bob.
and Tony Ferguson.
Fergalicious.
These guys have,
And the
like,
winner's got McGregor, right? Is
Well,
that kind of the preliminary?
That's the idea.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
Connor's just too busy
Being that I'm
riding
wearing
boats right now.
a
He's
Connor
just living
shirt.
it up.
Well-
How was the last time he fought?
UFC.
Year. Well, I mean, the boxing.
Yeah, but that's not
When
a fight.
was that?
December was his last fight against Eddie Alvarez. And he worked Eddie Alvarez. Remember
December?
that? Remember that? Yeah,
When
last December.
Wait,
No.
I think it was last December.
we're talking like 2016 December?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have
No.
the posters hanging up over there.
So it's been over a year.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
But when was his Mayweather fight? When was that?
I don't remember when
Well, that wasn't a
It
fight.
wasn't cold
That was boxing.
outside. I remember that. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was
being cold.
summertime, yeah.
Well, we wouldn't
September?
know. We were fucking hammered.
They were pretty hammered.
It was, I think it was, like
I think it was in like
August or September.
Yeah, I think it was August.
I think it was
Yeah.
August.
So yeah, I mean that's we're pushing a year for that too, easily.
I think I read where Ferguson's actually the favorite in the fight,
Well,
like Vegas odds.
yeah. The thing
Well,
is,
fucking
about
Khabib
Khabib,
hasn't fucking...
When's
the last time he fought?
He's fought, I think.
He dropped out of a
I think
fight.
he's
Another
fought
time he...
like 3 times
Yeah.
in the past like.
He like
fucking
bumped his
4
elbow or
years.
something. The other time he ate
Well,
too many
last-
donuts.
They were
Nah.
supposed to fight a while ago, and Khabib had to pull out because he
It's a fucking
was
pull
all
out
fucked
king.
up from the weight cut. They had to take him to the hospital the morning of the fight, so he had to pull out. But these guys were supposed to fight. They've been scheduled to fight like 5 times, and Khabib's pulled out like 3 times.
So they fought once.
No, they haven't fought. They haven't ever fought.
well, your
So
math
what's
is
the other-
way
yeah, I mean-
off.
Huh?
You miscounted.
How did
They're
I
supposed to
miscount?
fight 5 times. He's pulled out 3 times and never fought.
No. He's pulled out 3 times. The other time it got canceled for something else. The whole pay-per-view got canceled.
Probably snow
And
day.
then I think
Weather.
Tony Ferguson broke his foot or something.
Ah.
Tony Ferguson's pulled out of a couple, and Khabib's pulled out of like 3.
Oh, okay.
Because the fight's supposed to be what is it next week?
It's the
the
7th, I think.
Yes.
April 7th.
Because there's one more. Is that
Well, I'll tell you the other fight on that same card is Rose Namajunas versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Remember we
So
watched
champ.
that?
Championship.
Yeah, it's a rematch. Remember we watched that one last time.
Rematch.
Rose beat the fuck out of Joanna.
Yeah,
It's
Carter
not
with the
good.
fucking...
But
fucking
I knew
left or
that was
something.
gonna happen because that Rose has been doing bitches dirty,
Yeah.
and also
She ain't got no hair.
yeah, any bitch that's bald in the UFC,
Fucking bitch.
she ain't there to look pretty.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? She was there to fucking kick ass.
Yeah.
And Joanna's talking shit for weeks leading up to that fight, and that Rose chick was just set
Well,
there and lie her
Joanna,
down.
she held the title for
Oh man, it was
9.
It was. I
8.
think it was about almost 2 years, maybe a year.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fights, though. I mean, 8 or 9 fights.
She defended it quite a few times.
Yeah.
I remember. I think the first
Like, I guess
time.
there's not even that many people in the fucking league
Well,
or in the weight class.
I think I remember the first time seeing Joanna fight was during the Rousey Holm fight.
one
'Cause
or
I
two?
remember-
The second one?
There was
when
only one.
Rousey got knocked out with
Oh, I
that
thought they
fucking
fought.
leg kick.
Oh,
No,
that
because
was,
Rousey got knocked out,
She got
and then she disappeared
embarrassed.
for a year.
Yeah.
And then she came back and got
And
embarrassed
And
again.
Yeah.
came back and looked like she had never been in a fucking fight before in her life. But her camp was terrible.
Yeah.
That
There's
that
like memes
coach-
of like beat up Hondas. There's like Honda
well, that's a
Rousey.
sport
Yeah.
that you get old and slow and
Oh, you
tired
know,
quick,
yeah, real fast.
real
there
fast.
was one of someone photoshopped her face on the Gone in 60 Seconds movie poster, because she got beat in fucking, I think it was like close to a minute or something like that. Dude,
Uh-huh.
that fight was fucking vicious.
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes just
crushed.
worked her.
Is fucking Nunes still champ?
She's still champ.
Is she any defended it?
Well, she was hurt for a while. I think she might have defended it maybe once. The other chick, I can't think of her name now. She forfeited the title because they wanted her to fight Cyborg, and she wanted no fucking part of that.
Pass.
She literally vacated the title. Said she was hurt. Vacated the title.
Just
I want
gave
to
it
see
up.
Cyborg versus
Dara
Android.
Dami, I think was her name. She fucking beat Holly Holm to win that title because the UFC just came out with that title, and they had those two fight for it. And Holm looked fucking horrendous.
Yeah, she looked bad.
And the whole fight was terrible. And Holm ended up losing, and then they wanted that chick
By
to
decision.
defend it against Cyborg, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm hurt. Here's the title back."
Yeah.
Just take it.
But Cyborg's the champ now, and there ain't a whole lot of fuck people that are matching up against her.
No, not too many.
I watched her once. I can't remember the girl's name. I want to say it was like Amanda Smith. This bitch looked like a fucking school
You
teacher.
made that name up.
She looked like a school teacher. It was fucking bad. She came in, she looked so out of shape, and fucking Cyborg was basically just, just buying her time, just sitting back and just knocking the piss out of her. It was ugly. It was absolutely ugly. Cyborg has had no competition since she's really coming into the UFC.
But she also has like no weight class.
Well, they just made the weight class. Well, the weight class that she's in champ now, she had to cut a lot of weight, but she's maintained it. I think she's got a couple title defenses now on her belt. No pun intended. But the Khabib and Tony Ferguson fight is going to be fucking a war. And I'll tell you right now.
Khabib is a pretty
Well,
bad
She's gonna
dude.
she's gonna try to lay on him.
Well, that's what Khabib does. He's a wrestler, and he's ground and pound. And he'll just fucking wear you down. But Tony Ferguson is a bad motherfucker when it comes to striking.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched Khabib against Michael Johnson, I believe is who it was, and he got rocked, and you could tell like he was fucked up, and he took it immediately to the mat after that, and it was over. But I'll tell you this right now, I like the Ferguson matchup for Conor way more than I like the Khabib matchup.
Why? Because he can strike.
Two different styles.
Well, just
Conor
two
gets taken to the mat.
Yeah.
One, it's not going to be good, and two, Conor against a wrestler.
And he's quite a layoff here.
Well, it's like
Right.
what's his name? Eddie Alvarez has got wrestling, but when you keep it on your feet and you're striking, you don't want to fucking do that with Conor.
No.
One does not simply take the left. Dude, the motherfucker. I just see people rocking. Eddie Alvarez fight. He knocked Eddie Alvarez down a couple times, and Alvarez said after that fight, the first time he got knocked down, he said, "I remember coming to on the ground, going, what the fuck just happened?
Right.
Where did I get? Like, how did I fucking end up here?" And
Well,
that fight
was
ended.
like a fucking 4-piece at the end.
Well, that fight ended with fucking Conor laying like it was like a 4-punch.
I just fucking said.
Did you say that? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, he hit him with the fucking.
Yeah, it's like a 4-punch.
Yeah,
fucking,
hit him with the fucking
combo,
4-piece.
Dude. It was ugly.
4-piece nugget.
Yeah,
And, dude, they were
fucking
like,
rocked him.
the accuracy on those things were.
Yeah, they were
fucking
good.
Nasty.
Do you
But
think?
yeah.
Do you think UFC's as popular as it's ever been?
Well, they had a bad year this past
Yeah.
year for sure.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fucking people miss weight cuts. They had a lot of people pull out for.
Yeah, there's been some bad publicity
Drugs,
here.
fucking.
And it also
bullshit.
didn't help that GSP came back to literally fight for a title. Then after that, I think he vacated the title within 7 days
Yeah.
because they wanted him to fight the number one contender, Robert Whittaker, and GSP didn't want any part of that because that motherfucker would have worked GSP.
I'm kind of shocked that they haven't struck some sort of like a cable deal. I don't know how much what they make
Put
off
them on
of
like
pay-per-view.
FS1 and
Well,
shit.
they have a deal
They
with
know, but
Fox.
it's never like it's
They have
always
They have a deal with Fox.
Yeah, it's always
but-
kind of like the.
It's the preliminary,
It's like the B-side
yeah,
of
and
the
then
other
there's-
guys. But
Yeah,
it's
what
still,
they do is
still
they
get
do-
good fights on there.
They
It's
do
like
the-
you look at like what the NBA and NFL, like all the money that they're making in those sports is because of cable television.
right.
They're striking deals with ESPN, and I'm just kind of curious to see.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what they make from
If
pay-per-view.
ESPN fucking signs UFC, then boxing dies, and ESPN doesn't want boxing to die, so they're not You'll never see.
It doesn't have to be
Boxing's very
ESPN.
much.
I mean,
Boxing's very much Showtime and HBO.
yeah.
But they do have a pretty big deal with Fox. But that deal's getting ready to lapse, which I think is a big reason why Floyd Mayweather has been talking shit about coming over to MMA. Use it as a little bit of like a leverage move for Dana and UFC to go, hey, we're getting ready to have a fucking great year.
Yeah.
Give us more money. But I don't really care.
Right.
I don't care really about the Fox deal that much. I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
But the one deal that I hope they fucking do away with is the Reebok deal.
Oh, when the four, yeah, dude,
I want
that's so dumb.
fighters to have their
own,
individual fucking.
their own
I want their
sponsor.
sponsors. The fighters.
They'll make
Their
more
biggest
money.
problem is they don't have a union
No.
because they lost so much money because they lost all the sponsors
Because
on the
that
truck.
fucking Reebok
I'm
bullshit.
pretty sure that I read.
Because Danny could be like, hey, you're out. Like, hey, okay, you want to
Well, I'm
start
pretty sure
something?
that Reebok only pays each fighter like it's somewhere like $3,000 to $5,000 per fight.
And does that ban them from having other sponsorships?
Yeah, they can't. I mean,
Exactly.
they have to wear those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And before, most of the fighters were making a big chunk of their money
From sponsors.
off
Yeah.
of the sponsors. You know, like when obviously it's a little bit
It's
different
like
because
fucking
of the,
race cars.
Yeah, I mean it's no different.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different to compare it, but you know, like the Mayweather and McGregor fight, they were getting insane money for sponsorships on their trunks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think like
Because
Conor
they know
made,
everyone's gonna be watching.
Oh, yeah.
I think
All
Conor
eyes-
had like was making like $25,000.
But did it actually end up doing
over?
I don't think it did very well. Did it end up drawing a pretty good pay-per-view number?
I think it did. I think it
Yeah.
did pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't think it met their projections, but I think...
Well, the attendance was not good, but that's because the fucking ticket prices were fucking
Oh,
insane.
astronomical.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
insane.
it's-
Nobody.
The
can
normal
afford them.
person can't go. It's a
But
corporate thing.
You know who probably really made out on that fucking whole deal is Vegas. Have you ever seen the videos of the people that are standing outside of the arena before the day of the fight? I'm talking like whole
Well,
Ireland was there.
I
There
was...
some kind of fucking spread
Oh,
problem.
But
it's
I was...
insane.
McGregor was going to go down in a certain round.
Well, I imagine they probably had a blackout there, right?
Yeah,
They
I
probably-
was in Vegas for UFC 100, and you cannot go anywhere and watch that fight. You cannot.
Yeah, they want you to buy tickets.
They want you to buy tickets.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, well,
See-
there's only, what, probably 15,000?
Just charge me a fucking
12,000?
cover to get in the
Well,
door.
we've talked
you know?
about this, too.
Charge
I
you
don't
10
need-
bucks.
Yeah,
Charge me 10 bucks.
I'm in your casino. I'm
Yeah.
probably going to drink. I'm probably going to gamble a little
Right.
bit.
Put on
Like,
the damn thing.
yeah.
The house always wins.
Yeah.
But you know, honestly, I don't even know that I would like going to a UFC event. I would like to go there for the experience.
Yeah.
But
it's a
as for
one-time
watching
thing.
the fights,
Yeah.
I'd
It's kind
rather
of like the
watch it at
Super
home.
Bowl, you know? It's like, whatever.
It's like Rogan just talked about this recently. I think like going to an actual UFC event, like having to look through the cage.
But like the thing of it is, if you're going to do it and spend the money, you would want to just save up and get as close as possible.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
do it
absolutely.
one time. This is your one time. You're going to do it,
Yeah.
and try to get the most out of it.
End up setting by Leo.
Well, you know,
Somebody at the
you
fucking
probably
fight.
can't get that close unless you know.
Maybe not.
Probably not.
Did you ever see the story about the guy at the McGregor Mayweather who Mayweather's bodyguard posted on Instagram a picture of their passes, and this kid photoshopped a pass,
man.
and he just like literally walked around.
Sir, you've already
the
entered
arena.
this event.
He had like a little video camera on him, and it shows him like backstage, and he walks by Dana a couple times, and he was like sitting by a bunch of big.
He was
wigs
taking
and stuff.
pictures with them. And
Nobody ever caught him. I think Photoshop
ball's
would be
on-
so easy to do if you had a picture of what you were doing.
You just got to beat them to the event.
Absolutely. But yeah, I think this upcoming pay-per-view will be pretty good. And Ronda's done now,
Yeah.
which is completely fine because
Yeah.
after that last fight, you knew she was done. The thing that I just
She's
can't
still like-
stand.
That
She's
was
like
fun
OG.
though. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That little run she was going on.
Oh,
I mean, that
absolutely.
was
Still originator of
I
the
mean,
game.
well, I mean, look, people.
There wouldn't be a women's league.
that brought people
Wasn't her.
that didn't even know anything. This
Oh,
woman just
absolutely.
dumped in 30 seconds. And-
Essentially the godmother
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
women's
I mean, it
fighting.
was-
I mean, the UFC literally started the women's division for her.
Yeah.
The other thing is too, during that whole run, you remember people bitching. Well, not even bitching, but making fun of people that would buy her pay-per-views to watch her beat some bitch for 30 seconds.
No.
It's like, I know the chances of her beating somebody in 30 seconds are pretty good, but it's like, I want to watch history.
yeah.
It's
want
like-
to see it live.
Yeah,
not
it's
on,
like
not on Instagram.
It's like watching Tyson. Same thing. People buying
It was
Tyson.
must-see TV.
Right.
Oh
Gotta
man,
see it.
I remember my parents would go and see Tyson. They'd go to the bar. They'd take me to my grandma's. They'd come pick me up like 15 minutes later. Like, fight's over. It's like, oh, okay.
Dude, I can't even
Paid
tell you.
$25 to get in.
I can't even tell you how much I loved the. I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was maybe like 193 or 4, when McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds.
30 seconds. That was great. Started
Oh,
thinking,
man.
bam.
I remember
Some
Rogan
people's like,
going,
he
"Whoa,
slapped
what
him."
Yeah.
just happened?"
Yeah.
That was incredible to
Some people
watch.
think, wow, that was a waste of money. Like, not for me.
No,
not for
I
me.
was there.
I
Yeah,
got
they said,
my
You
enjoyment.
can just watch it on Instagram. I don't care. I
I
want
watched
see
it
it live.
live.
take
Yep.
my
I
money.
want to see it
'cause
live.
I want to see
I
this
see it live
I
with
watched-
my buddies.
yeah.
And I tell him all the time too. Half of my enjoyment watching the pay-per-views is listening to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You don't even watch him. He talks to you, I does it, and then later on he TiVos it, and then he
Well,
watches it later.
TiVo.
He don't.
Well, and they
He
do
don't.
it.
He don't actually watch.
And he animates it too. They always do that animation. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I didn't like
yeah,
the.
yeah.
I missed when they. I wasn't a huge fan of them getting rid of Mike Goldberg, but
Yeah,
You mean
that was
Bill?
dumb.
Bill Goldberg. Yeah, he actually used to do commentary. I think for I want to say it was Strike
Saw him
Force.
in a fucking.
Who, Bill or Mike?
Bill Goldberg.
Did Bill ever lose? Did he
Oh,
ever
yeah, he
take a
lost.
loss? Did he say
Yeah,
Fredo? He had like
he
a
actually
nice
just
little-
came. He actually came back to WWE like I want to say like maybe like a year or two
I
ago,
saw him in the episode of The Flash.
and had a really was he in
Yeah.
it? He was in a couple movies.
The Undertaker's back.
God, dude.
He-
How old is
he
the Undertaker?
Comes back from the
I
grave.
have no
I don't
idea.
know how
It's
old
like
is he?
mid-40s, I
He's
think.
ageless.
He is ageless.
I mean,
He's
he's the
old- he's
dead
older
man.
than mid-40s.
He's the dead man, so he's been dead.
Dude, he's
This whole
he's
time.
way older than mid 40s.
No, I don't think
he's
he's-
got.
I don't think he's 50.
He's got to be 50.
Who the fuck is young Jamie when you need him?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey Siri, hold
hold
the fucking Undertaker.
He's got to be older than 40.
I heard a funny thing where they were talking
funny.
about with like wrestling. You know, if I don't watch wrestling like I used to. I mean, I don't watch wrestling at all. But when I was a kid,
I don't
watch it
think
all the time.
Most people watch
52.
it. 52.
But a lot of people still do, even grown adults. All right, so they were saying wrestling's like the only sport where a grown adult would hear them say like, it's not real, right? But like nothing else, like a reality TV show, like no one goes,
Yeah, well, you
hey
know that
Becky,
Bachelor's not real.
yeah,
Dude,
hey Becky,
reality-
he's not real.
That's
Reality
the other thing.
TV.
Like, you know wrestling's fake? Yeah, well, people are fake.
Reality TV is literally the furthest thing from reality. The amount of
Right.
shit that they just.
Do you ever
I mean,
think
they
about
cut it all
shows that you used to watch and you just think to yourself like, what did I?
Well, see, I never got
Like
into.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
I never really.
No, not like that. I'm talking like reality.
I
like
never
maybe
really
like
got into reality
maybe
shows.
like the late high school age, and then
See, I
into
never
your-
got into reality shows. I can't tell
like
you.
you didn't
why.
watch like The Hills and like Laguna Beach and
No.
Never watched any.
man, you guys
But
were
when-
just so much
well,
more
when
advanced
we were-
than me.
we were
You guys were
nerds.
just
Well, when we lived in LA, we would always see those people out, but we had no idea who they were.
really.
I remember seeing one of the guys. He was either from Laguna Beach or the Hills, and I remember seeing him at Saddle Ranch one night, and he had this like long sleeve white shirt on that was like 3 sizes too small for him,
There's
and
three-quarter length.
and he had like fucking like frosted tips. He
Well,
had
of
his
course.
hair fucking spiked up, and I remember everyone just making fun of him at Saddle Ranch, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
the people we were with were like, "Oh yeah, that guy's on Laguna Beach," and Aaron and I had fucking no idea who he was. We didn't care. We didn't fucking. I
I
guess the only
couldn't
reality
care
show would be
less.
like Jackass. Like I watched Jackass.
It wasn't a reality show.
I mean, it's
They were like
more reality than reality.
Yeah.
Show.
I mean, they were like doing it. A reality show is not reality.
Have you guys seen the trailer that just came out for Johnny Knoxville's new movie?
No.
It's called Action Point, and it actually looks pretty good.
Hmm.
It like kind of takes the bad grandpa thing, and it kind of uses that storyline. And he's like watching his granddaughter, and he takes his granddaughter to a amusement park, and he tells her like, I used to own an amusement park, but it got shut down. And he goes back and tells her this story, and then, like this amusement park, like he owns it, and him and his friends are like constantly hammered, and all the rides are fucked, and it's like extremely dangerous, and
That sounds pretty cool.
and all the
An
stunts.
actual original story.
Well, listen, all the
Wow.
stunts in it,
It comes from Johnny Knoxville, the only fucking person in Hollywood that can write an original story.
like all the stunts in it are fucking real. Like they had this big water slide, but they have no water at the bottom of it, so they
Oh,
take a
man.
fire hose at the top and hit the person with it. And
Shoot.
but
Were they
the
landing?
stunts of them like
Did they
him
land
getting
a-
hit
like
with
a-
it are real.
Right.
But are they landing in like an empty concrete pool?
No, just like dirt.
Okay.
And dude, it looks actually pretty
It's
good.
like mud wrestling.
And
with
like
no
Pontius is in it. Like all the Jackass guys are in it.
Because
But
Steve-O's sober, so he's probably not going to be in it.
dude,
Right?
I watched one of my favorite shows I used to watch was Wild Boys.
Wild Boys.
Remember Wild Boys?
Yeah,
Dude,
that was
Wild
with
Boys is hilarious.
Pontius and
Pontius and Steve-O.
Yeah.
They'd stick their hand in that fire ant glove.
Yeah.
And I had to get an emergency room. Her fucking hands is like massive.
Man, that was like the
swelling.
height of just like the Jackass and
Yeah, they had a couple other ones. Like Bam had his
yeah,
show.
Viva La Bam. That was pretty good.
My favorite was always Pontius. I
yeah,
love
he was
Pontius.
cool.
Remember the one? It was one of the Jackass movies where he fucking tapes up his dick and puts it in that fucking snake.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
snake,
they dug,
like, fucking.
yeah.
And they had the snake bite it. All that shit. I fucking just.
Ate it up.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Did it make you want to do that?
No.
Exactly.
No,
No,
never made me
no.
want to do that.
No,
No,
it's
because
okay
it'd
to
been
watch.
done. It'd been done. Why would
It's
I?
okay to watch bad things on TV and not replicate them.
Yeah.
You know.
It's called
Yeah,
not
but-
being a fucking idiot.
Once you turn it into a video game,
Nah,
nah, I want to
They never
fucking
did a
do it.
Jackass
No.
video game, did they?
What?
They never did a Jackass video
Oh,
game.
I'm sure they did on PC or something. I don't know.
PC.
Yeah.
It was on PC.
Yeah.
I think they were gonna, and then they made Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck,
Yeah.
all right, this is way better.
Dude, video games used to be. The video games now, I try to get into them.
You know, they're so much more advanced and there's so much, but it's not the same as
we
what
were having
we're,
this conversation
you know.
yesterday. I feel like everything. Maybe it's just nostalgia, but maybe we're getting old and we're becoming those old men that are like everything back in my day.
yeah.
No,
back in
we're
But
doing,
in the
we're doing a
90s
podcast.
Yeah.
We're fucking getting old, son.
But in the
No
fucking-
20-year-old out here doing a podcast.
But in the fucking the '90s, man, just like the movies, like I was telling him yesterday, the fucking movies that came out in the '90s, like they were fucking
So, man.
hits.
Yeah.
Just one
Like
after
you
another.
would go to the movie theater and not know what to watch.
Yeah.
Now it's like
Yeah.
I go to the movie theater and I leave.
Yeah. Well,
You
now
would stand
I don't
there
even
Or
go
like
to the
I'm
movie
going
theater.
for one. I'm like, oh, I might want to see this movie. Is
I
it
don't even go to the
$14?
movie theater. I'll just say I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait till I get it illegally.
I haven't been to the movie theaters and I don't even know, dude.
Well,
It's
you're
been
not missing
years.
much.
I mean, I've
been
been
years.
there, you know, sort of frequently in like the past year or so, and I've fallen asleep every time. The goddamn recliners,
Yeah.
you know, and like
They're too comfy.
they like massage you and they're serving me drinks. What do you expect?
It's a
They should
great-
have spikes that come
It's
up
a
every
great
hour.
challenge.
just-
It's like, hey, we're gonna make this experience so relaxing. You better make your movie.
It's like I go there with my
But they
girlfriend.
don't
We spend
care.
$50 so I can take a nap.
But they don't care. You paid. You're in.
Well,
so,
like
hey.
I was saying, the '90s movies, there was just one after another. Now, you're maybe lucky. It's maybe to get one.
But
every
we're
couple
living
of
in the
months.
moment.
This is how bad.
That.
This
You
is how
are
bad
right, though.
movies are now. Oprah's in one.
Yeah, she is.
That's how bad it is.
And she hadn't been in a movie since like The Color
Well,
Purple.
it's like the Academy Awards. I sit there and I'm like, I have never heard of any
half
of
of
these
them.
movies.
Yeah.
Like Get
Well-
Out, I've heard of that because it was like a big deal and all
Right.
that. So like it was.
Isn't it funny though? They always say like critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
And the chances of like regular people watching it, you're like, it's blows.
Yeah.
They've been using the same fucking language for movies. Like it's riveting.
Well, they were saying that
It's
they're
like how many fucking
Riveting.
movies are fucking
It's
riveting?
Well, they're-
yeah, compelling.
they're
On the
talking
edge
about
of your
like
seat.
like Netflix movies, like starting to add them into the
Well, Netflix has a lot of really
because they
good
come out with their own
programming.
original, yeah.
They good. I mean,
And they should be allowed
You better
to.
look at Stranger Things. Fucking
But that's a
massive
TV.
hit.
Well, yeah.
But,
Stranger Things.
Black Mirror is an original Netflix show. They've got a bunch that are, you know, like even Adam Sandler. All of his movies on Netflix are fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
His movies have been terrible since.
Oh,
God,
okay.
those
I've been
movies.
lucky enough to not have Netflix or Hulu.
So you can't watch them. The
See,
bad
Netflix-
movies.
I don't get to waste my time with that. I'm
Netflix
good
and
with that.
Hulu, I think, are great if you want to get into a TV show.
Yeah.
And binge watch. Like
I
tell you
think
right
they're
now-
great if you want to put something on the background. Fuck, go to sleep
Well, I
or
do
browse
that
the
too.
internet.
But I tell you, I can't. A lot of shows I've gotten into, I couldn't imagine watching them on TV and having to wait a fucking
yeah.
week to watch the next episode.
Can you imagine?
Oh, but it's
There are
kind of
some.
good.
There are some that are
It's
so
kinda
good that you have to do it, like fucking Game of Thrones.
You get caught up and then
Like Game of Thrones, it's just like, well, one, you wait fucking a year for
Yeah.
7 hours
Yeah.
of fucking
Yeah.
entertainment,
And then it's not even like
and then
great
they
the
waste
entire time.
This last year, do you watch Game of Thrones?
I tried
you started
it
that,
and I
right?
decided that I'm going to wait. I'm going to let everything kind of go
Right.
and then I'm just going to,
See, this
go
last
from there.
This last season, was
Because I don't have whatever. Is it
HBO, it's
Yeah,
HBO.
I don't.
So
I don't have HBO.
this last season, the season before ended with a huge cliffhanger, right? But everybody knew what was inevitably going to happen.
Yeah.
So when the new season started up, after waiting a year, and it was, I think, what was it, 7 episodes this past season?
Something like that, yeah.
So 7 hours. You wait a year for 7 hours. They fucking, the first goddamn 3 episodes are just like,
Trash.
you're just like waiting. You're like, all right, I know what the fuck's gonna happen. Can we just
Every
get to
fucking moment should be incredible.
it was like watching the Titanic 3 times, knowing, all right, they're gonna hit the fucking iceberg.
Yeah,
Can we
they're
just
gonna
get to
hit
the
the,
iceberg?
Yeah,
just
you
hit
just
the
get-
damn
yeah.
thing and
Yeah.
start fucking sinking.
That's essentially
Yeah.
what it was. It's like if I had waited fucking a year
Yeah.
for you to give me
I'm
3
just so
of my
glad.
7
yeah.
hours.
I'm
of
just
this
glad
horse
I
shit.
don't actually pay for HBO or
Right.
any service. I can just stream it on something for free. That I don't actually put money towards this.
Yeah.
But Game of
this
Thrones
thing.
is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good series. Yeah.
I mean, it's really good. There's, there's been a couple episodes after the first 3 episodes last season. It picked up and it was pretty
Yeah,
good.
and it was good. It was like, oh, finally.
But yeah,
We're talking about dragons for 6 years. Ain't seen one. Seen fucking
Where's the
one.
fucking
It's a
dragon?
baby one. Can't breathe fire yet. Fuck this shit.
Man, it's. I think, is this the last season?
Yeah, it's the last one.
Yeah.
Talking about
So
it's going
it's
to be even less
all-
than 7 episodes.
all coming
It's
to
not
an
going
end.
to come out for who.
But
fuck
I
Do you,
think-
do you ever have a cutoff point with a show? Like, say you look and it says it's got 4 seasons. If you do a whole season, will you stop if
Well,
you don't like it, or would
that's
you?
not
Or
so
Yeah,
much-
would
I
you
mean, yeah.
continue on?
I mean, it's got 4 seasons. Season 1. If I'm not hooked by season 1,
If you don't like season 1, you don't worry
I ain't
about
coming around.
Yeah.
That's not so much. My problem is I'll watch like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and if I'm not in it,
See, that's the good way. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
I'm
way
out.
to get
Yeah,
out.
I'm out of
I'll
there.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got a late edition. Mr. Chris Andrews has stepped in the place.
Now play that
Peanut gallery.
round of
In the
applause.
peanut gallery. What?
Now play your round of applause.
I'll get a round of. I'll get an
Soundtrack, yeah.
applause sound
Throw it
effect.
in there.
Yeah.
God, you're just a fucking animal.
Well, yeah. They used to call me the Wolverine. Like last year. And
You're
I'd go
great.
places, people like, you look like Hugh Jackman. I'm like, yes.
Successful night out.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh God. I remember going to a bar with him one time. And you were wearing a ring. And I looked at you and I was like, we just got to the bar and looked at him and was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not married. And he goes, the bartender doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And he goes, chicks dig guys that are married. They like to know that somebody wants you.
Also, like, weeds out the people that are looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
So I literally said, that's fucking ridiculous. And literally right after I said that, we were walking out to smoke a cigarette and the fucking bartender winked at him. I said, unfucking believable.
Plan worked.
It worked.
No, it didn't fucking work. We fucking went
best
home with
part-
him.
The best part is the ring is a prop. It's the ring from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I'm wearing it right now.
Are you really? God, what a fucking nerd.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I've never wanted to ask that question, but I was like, what?
Now you know. Now you know.
Yep. Frodo thought he destroyed it, but
He didn't.
I have the power of the ring now.
There's more than one ring, apparently.
Well, there was like 9.
This ring has different powers, though.
Oh, yeah.
This one brings the fucking ladies.
Yeah, it does.
Remember when Hawaii got that fake bomb threat or whatever?
Yeah.
When they got that
Uh-huh.
text message.
Some guy hacked in.
Well-
Well, that was TV, right?
No, it came through their text. It was like they're on their cell phone. They got a message said
That's
like
right.
this is not
They
a
said
drill.
That was a human error.
Yeah. But I don't think that guy got fired. But it was so funny. Like Pornhub literally came out with a thing where like it's in the green. It's in the green. When that went out, dude, it was like in the negative. Like
Well,
like
it's
with their
hilarious
little bar
because
graph.
I've read the
It's like-
fucking message, and the message was fucking terrifying.
They said this is not a drill.
Incoming missile. It's like, what do you do at that point? I'm looking for anything to. At that point, I get that text message. I'm looking for anything to fuck. Just anything that's close to me. A couch cushion, a washcloth,
Anything.
just anything.
It's
Just
Right.
something you've never done before.
I want to watch. Listen, I want to watch that wave coming at me while I'm fucking having an orgasm. All right, let's wrap this up. It's been fun. It's been a good time. We've talked about a whole bunch of shit. But now it's time for everyone's favorite segment of the show.
Yeah.
Would you say it was America's favorite game show?
Cosmopolitan gave it
It's-
5 stars.
Gosmo.
Yeah.
That's that's in
PC Gamer 3 out of 5.
Geekwire.com. It said it's taking America by storm.
That is right.
All right, it's time for Stump the Chump. Last week, I went 3 for 6, 50%. I was caught off guard by some of the questions. They were pretty good. Aaron had some good ones. You had some good ones. I fucked one up. about Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah.
That got me.
It was
So,
Kobe.
let's see how it was Kobe.
Yeah.
Let's see how we do this week. What are the topics that we got here? Aaron, what are your topics?
Movies.
Movies.
I'm going a little music on you.
Music, movie. All right, I feel good about it. I feel good.
Are we
about
playing
it.
to your interests
All
here?
right, let's go, Aaron. Your first three.
Going
Actually,
first?
let's flip it up.
All right.
Let's flip it up. He went first last time. You
Okay.
go first this time.
Mine are pretty standard questions here, real short, sweet,
All
to
right,
the
I
point.
like it. I like it.
But I'm not giving you any hints or multiple choice here. So
All
I
right,
think
let me
I'm
have
going to
it.
go right out there and we'll see if you can figure it out.
Throw,
All right.
Put your balls on the table.
Which inventor developed the solid body electric guitar that made rock and roll possible?
Which inventor?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I want to say the Edge from U2 just to be a dick. But that's not it. Is it Gibson?
It is not Gibson.
Who is it?
Les Paul.
Les Paul. Well, that's Gibson Les Paul.
Oh.
That's fine. Let's move on. I'll take it for one. It's fine.
This could be a little difficult, but
My answer is very
I think
vague.
you can get it.
I
In
just said-
1971, Olivia Newton-John scored a hit with her
my
song "If
God.
Not for You." Who was the original songwriter for that song?
I'd have to say Bob Dylan.
That is correct. That is correct.
1 for 2. Keep it coming.
Which band released the album Tommy?
I'd have to go with the Who.
That is the Who.
Yeah.
Do you have a guess about what year? As a bonus question.
Tommy would have came out in. Oh gosh, it's in the 70s. Not
Well,
69 then.
It's 69.
Yeah,
69.
69.
I'll give you a half bonus point.
Half bonus point.
Yeah, the half bone. 2.5 out of 3.
Well, the first one I got wrong. Gibson's the
Yeah.
it's the
No, so you
maker
got
of
two
the
and a half.
guitars. Les Paul
Was the
is
creator.
yeah. So
Okay, right?
yeah, let's go. What's this one? This is movies, right?
Movies. The infamous sports announcer, John Madden, makes a cameo appearance as a small-town sports broadcaster in this 90s children's sports film.
Oh my God, is this Little Giants?
Yes, Little
Is he
Giants.
Little
He doesn't make us. Does he make an announcing position?
I don't
At the
know.
very end.
I'm just
I just
giving
know
you
that the bus comes
bullshit.
in. The
Yeah,
bus
the
rolls
bus.
in.
You're right.
The bus rolls in with Emmett Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm like immediately thinking John Madden, 90s kids movie. It's the ice box.
Yeah.
And Spike,
All right.
the Little
Dude
Giants.
throwing the
All right.
toilet paper down there.
Another question: where does that movie take place?
Don't you know?
They put it up on the water tower.
Yeah, and it's in Ohio,
It is in Ohio.
Urbana,
Is that where it's at?
Urbana, Ohio.
All right.
Was that northwest? I think it's
No,
Yeah,
no,
sure.
it's east or west.
I don't know.
West of here.
It's in the 90s. That's where
Yeah.
it's at.
All right. You ready for this one? In the late 1990s,
All right.
on into the new millennia, actor Nicolas Cage starred in many films, including Snake Eyes, Face Off, and many others.
8mm.
In which movie did he star that opens with this song in the intro?
Gone in 60 seconds.
Because I already told you this.
No, you didn't. When did you tell me that?
Just in
I
your
just
memory.
knew immediately. I remember because you know why I knew you picked that? Because
Why?
that's like an iconic opening scene. That fucking music, that song's fucking great. And that movie, it opens that movie and you're like, oh, right.
I didn't think he would know because he never watches like car movies. And I was telling you
Gone in
something
60
about Gone in
Seconds.
60 Seconds.
Angelina Jolie in that movie with like some weird ass white dreads.
Pull it up.
All right. Ready for what are you now?
What's the score? I've only missed one, right?
You missed one, yeah.
You
You're
missed
four.
one.
All right.
Yep.
4 out of 5.
It's got a half bone.
A half
point.
better.
half bonus.
Well, actually, no. You didn't. You get the 70s. So you didn't even get that.
Let's be fair by the people.
Yeah.
And the chump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've
Because I mean,
missed
who
one.
are we cheating here?
I've missed
you know
one.
What I mean?
All
Well,
right.
either way, I'm gonna survive.
All right, for the last.
Oh.
Legendary actor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
He's been in over 40 movies.
Sure.
Name 10 of these movies, not including sequels, in under 10 seconds. Go. 1.
True Lies, Last Action Hero, Demolition Man, Running Man.
No, 10 seconds.
That was cool.
I got
5.
10 movies in 10 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I tried to do it, and I got 7, so I figured you could do it.
I should have said Kindergarten Cop.
Kindergarten Cop, Predator, True Lies, fucking Eraser, Maggie. There's so many. All right, so you got that. You didn't get that last one.
How many did I get in that one? 6?
4 for 6.
No. How many of the movies?
I think
did
you
I
got
get?
5.
You got 5.
Okay.
So you did better. You doubled up.
Oh, for a bonus question.
Bonus
We got a
question.
bone. We got a bone.
Let me make some ground.
Bonus question. Spell Schwarzenegger.
Oh my god. SCW.
Never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
SCW squad?
Oh, I'm
Who's her
sorry.
name? Score?
SCHW.
Yeah.
ARZENEGGER.
Yeah. Dun dun dun. Which you already fucked
Got
up.
the
But
two
so you got a
G's.
quarter question.
Are
Schwarzenegger's
you
a hard
going
one
to
there.
the mall later?
Well, when I went to write it down,
It's hard saying it. Schwarzenegger. It's hard
what do you
saying
get?
it.
She's got the score. 4.5 to 2.5.
I want the total there before we go. I wanted the total over 12
4.
questions for 2 weeks.
7.5, 5.5.
7.5 out of 12.
No.
I like it.
You're
All
above
right.
50.
7.5 out of 12. Next week we'll continue. I'll announce the guests next week at a later date. Thanks for listening. Thank you guys for doing this. Chris, thanks for joining in. Shay, I appreciate it. We'll have these two clowns again back, I'm sure, at some point. Thanks for listening. Catch you next week.